What is going on, guys? It's Tony, and in this one we had our Dodgers defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-0. Just overall a really good game. I know what people are going to say, and I know people are just going to say it's only against the Diamondbacks and that they're essentially a AAA team. But if it was their favorite team, they wouldn't be saying that. But let's go ahead and start off with the player of the game, Walker Buehler. 9 innings, a complete game from him, 10 strikeouts on 108 pitches. This was just an amazing game from Walker Buehler because so far this season, right, we first of all, we know what he's capable of. He's capable of being our ace, and he has been our ace this season and in clutch situations. But we haven't seen that kind of game from Walker Buehler yet as of this season. So to just kind of get this kind of game under his belt, to put a stamp on this season, really, and to get things going, overall it was a good game from Walker Buehler, right? 9 innings, 10 strikeouts, 0 runs, just a few hits. And I don't care who it's against, right? Because Arizona is still a Major League Baseball team. And they don't even have the worst record in the league, I don't believe. So, the Diamondbacks they're not that great, but it's easier said than done to just do what Walker Buehler did. Because if it was so easy, why are we not seeing other players do that? Why are we not seeing other pitchers do this against the Diamondbacks? Only when it applies to the Dodgers, people want to, hold that standard. But, Walker Buehler, amazing game. Love the fact that he went 9 innings. Love the fact that, this was just a statement game for him that he's back, right? He's always been here, but I'm just saying, even when he's good, we know he's capable of being great, and this was great. First career complete game, 0 runs. I mean, it was just great. It was just great to see. But let's go ahead and go into the lineup, the hitters, right? Mookie Betts, he brought in 2 runs, right? He had a hit and 2 walks, right? So overall, it was a pretty good game for Mookie. He was much more patient at the plate. The Dodgers overall is offensively, right? They took advantage. They took advantage of Mookie Betts' walks, and at the same time, they took advantage of just having base hits, right? Last game, we saw that we scored 10 runs on just 7 to 8 hits. This game, we scored 4 runs on 9 hits, right? So this game was more, the Diamondbacks wanted to throw us strikes. That's your punishment. We're going to score. We scored 2 in the first. Will Smith got the homer in the 5th. Overall, was just a good game. But yeah, Mookie Betts overall pretty good, right? Took a walk, right? Freeman taking advantage. 2 hits, a run himself. Trey Turner, right? Once again, Trey Turner has just been an absolute beast this season. A hit and 2 RBIs. That's what Trey Turner's been doing this entire season. He's been bringing runners in. And that's exactly what you want at the 3rd spot of the lineup, right? Mookie Betts is going to get on base probably. Freddie Freeman's going to get on base. So when you have someone like Trey Turner, who always seems to be able to make contact with the ball and to put it in play, it puts the Dodgers in such a good position to score runs. And that's ultimately what occurred, right? Trey Turner scored 2 out of the 4 runs. So it was great to see. Max Muncie, also great to see that, him just getting a hit. I know that, he had a strikeout. He's only batting 148. But keep in mind that he has, a pretty high on-base percentage. I believe it's at 38% or something of that sort. So relatively high. So batting average doesn't tell you the whole... It doesn't tell you the whole story, I would say. So when I go over these stats, I use it as a reference. I use it as a support to back up, their performance or their argument. But looking at the stats does not tell the whole story. Max Muncy is an example throughout this season, right? He's been getting on base. He's been drawing walks. Fielding, he's been pretty decent at it, especially at second base. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize Max Muncy when he has a pretty good on-base percentage, right? Justin Turner, just a cold game from him. Not going to say much. Will Smith, right? You knew it was coming at some point that he was going to catch fire on offense, right? 2 hits, an RBI, a home run, and a run. So, overall, pretty good game from Will Smith. Cody Ballinger, I mean, it's fine, right? He hit 2 homers the other day. I'm not going to sit here and say, just because he didn't score, he didn't hit at all this game, it negates what he did the other day against San Diego. That's not how it works, right? This is baseball. One day you might have a good game, the next day you might have a cold game, right? It's about how you bounce back. It's about consistency. And Cody Ballinger, so far this year has been relatively, technically, statistically, if you're looking at it, he's on track to hit 43 home runs this year. Now, I don't know if he's going to hit that many, but that kind of just goes to show, how well he's been playing so far this season, right? Drawing walks, making contact, getting homers, right? Just doing what Cody Ballinger does best. And then Chris Taylor, right? Obviously getting a hit himself. And Gavin Lux getting a hit himself as well. So, overall, it was a pretty solid game from top to bottom, right? Obviously, you had the pitching. You had the dominance from Walker Buehler, pitching a complete game with no runs allowed. We didn't draw as many walks as we usually could, right? We only had about 3 walks, right? And generally, we have 5+ walks as this Dodger unit, right? We see what this Dodger team's capable of. A lot of opposing pitchers like to throw balls at them. So, just 3 walks. But when I'm saying, okay, well, you only have 3 walks, what am I looking for? How many hits do you have? So it's not like they had 3 walks and 2 hits, right? They had 3 walks and 9 hits, and they're able to capitalize on those walks. And Trey Turner, right? We had Will Smith, we had Chris Taylor. Why? Because we were able to capitalize on walks and just base hits in general. Good overall offense, right? Obviously, we're so much more capable of doing so much more than just 4 runs, but we took care of business, and that's all that matters. And what matters is that we're 12-4 after 16 games, which is, always a good thing. It's always a good thing if you can go 12-4, right? I mean, you can look at any major statistical category, and we're probably winning in it. But that's all for this video. I mean, this was just a pretty good overall, just a pretty easy win, I would say. So you got to take advantage of these because, obviously last game, it came down to the last game against San Francisco, right? In terms of the division, who would be the division winner. So all these games count, even if it's against the Diamondbacks, who are still an MLB team. You got to take them seriously, and that's exactly what the Dodgers did. Walker Buehler dominated. Our offense was efficient, and we won. So now we're 12-4. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like. Comment down below what your guys' thoughts were on the Dodgers defeating the Diamondbacks 4-0, and subscribe more. All right, guys, peace out, and as always, go Dodgers.